It's like a drug. There's really nothing like it, in my opinion. I think it's the art of it I've always been drawn to, the art of the storytelling of the match. You know, you come out in the crowd, they're all chanting your name, they're all booing you. There's nothing like it. If you can put in a bottle and sell it, you'd be a millionaire. There's heroes, there's villains. There's characters you care about, there's characters you don't like. They call it a soap opera with physicality. RVA Pro Wrestling, we're an independent wrestling promotion that's been based out of Richmond, Virginia. Every show is action-packed. We have very loyal fans. Always a great time, great experience. Punks for Presidents, we've kind of got it started. Every show, we give a portion of the profits.
If you don't know Punks for Presidents, what we do is we take a portion of the money here off the door. So for like all these events alone, we got about $10,000. Thank you all very much. So what we do with that money is we help out sick kids. You know, we've got toys to take them to the hospital. They need stuff. We take your money, we buy it. That's it. So we do everything we say we're going to do with the money. So if you're looking for a charity to get your money to, something that's local, that keeps it local, that does it local, talk to me later about Punks for Presidents. I'll tell you what you can do with your money. This first match is scheduled for making his way to the ring at this time.
I always say pro wrestling is kind of a mix of art and sports. Wrestling meets it in between. I've been obsessed with pro wrestling since I could remember. I got involved in pro wrestling in 2005, so I'm 20 years in now. So this is what I know, this is what I do. Our audience is a part of the show. They're just as much part of the show as the wrestlers are. They're very vocal, they're very loud, and they affect how the matches go.
It's just something really fresh and cool, like for Richmond. It's something as a wrestling fan that I've been wanting because I can't afford to go to every like major event. And they've been doing this reoccurring enough, and the storylines are really great. And just, I don't know, just being a fan, they give us a lot. So it's been really good. The performances between, you know, the good guys and the bad guys in the ring is all really good. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing like it. We give people characters and gimmicks that they can relate to. Yeah, I'm doing a storyline tonight. I'm a babyface. Heel is the bad guy, and a babyface or a face is the good guy. Every new wrestler should start as a babyface. In my opinion, it's very easy to go out in front of a curtain and say, you people suck. But to go out in front of a crowd full of people you don't know, in front of total strangers in your underwear, and get them to like you, that's the challenge. The adrenaline rush from the crowd is like nothing else. I'm an old punk rock kid, you know, and I was always going to punk rock shows in garages and someone's living room, and I've always been kind of drawn to that DIY thing. I've kind of learned in entertainment, you know, sometimes if people aren't giving you the spot you want or the thing you want, you got to just roll your sleeves up and do it yourself. Me knowing the city and growing up here, I knew how to touch that pulse. I knew what the town liked. I knew who lived here. So always have a local musician play the show. We also have local artists design t-shirts for us as well. So it's very much ingrained in Richmond's culture.
RVA Pro specifically is very kind of like DIY. We created this from the ground up. I started training in 2015 after I graduated from VCU right here in Richmond. I love professional wrestling. I love the connection with the crowd. I've been wrestling now for 8 years, which is insane. In real life, I practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm also a state champion powerlifter, so I bring a lot of that power as well to my character, my presentation. So being a female in professional wrestling can be hard a lot of the times because people sometimes don't take us seriously. Definitely credit WWE, the women's evolution that they had back in 2015 with that surgence of women's wrestling and people starting to take women's wrestling seriously. And I think that definitely helped the independent wrestling scene kind of follow suit. I'm a queer, black, masculine female wrestler. And so when I come out here, my presentation is that of an MMA fighter. And so, you know, I want to be taken seriously, which, you know, it's a little harder for me sometimes to try to get my foot in certain places. I love wrestling for the sake of wrestling, for the sport and the art of wrestling. And that's what I want to give off, and that's what I want to portray in my specific wrestling style. And that's what it's all about, inspiring the next generation, and whether they want to be a wrestler or a dentist or a doctor or an astronaut or whatever, you know, if they see me or if they see any one of, you know, our talented women on the roster and they are inspired in some way to chase their dreams or, you know, just be themselves authentically, I think at the end of the day, we at least did our job in that regard. But being in the ring is just the best adrenaline rush that you could ever get. The pageantry and the physicality, like we're literally, hitting each other with the ground, essentially. But we just kind of do it for the love of the game. I think most people can relate to feeling sad or angry or a breakup or coveting something that someone else has or feeling jealous. With those emotions, we really want to try to tell those stories in the ring. If we can get our audience to feel something, I think that's the best win we could ask for.